welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And towing the slab in this one, Kodai Senga.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. And let's take a look at the lineup. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Cruz goes 6 feet 7 inches, 240 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. On the ground, and that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. That clips the corner.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo. He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Pirates leave one. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. Back here at Citi Field. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Paul Skeens.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now it's Juan Soto. And that is out of play. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Rips one to right, and that's just foul. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And now it's Mark Vientos. 0-1.
0-1.
Late on that fastball.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Lindor on second. Soto on at first with nobody out. Out towards left center. Cruz sizing this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second, but now he won't try for third. Stays put with one away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
He's got it. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, this is Joey Bart. And there's a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working. A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The wind to the pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Dives and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And he's on at first. Up next for the Pirates, Billy Cook. Ball one, no strikes. And a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Foul ball there. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. Splits the plate, and it's 0-1. Man at first, one away. Fouled off. He was late. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Second inning here, no score. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Skeens back to work. Cut on and lifted in the air. Reynolds trying to get there. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Able to work out a little bit of a jam in that first inning.
1 down, base is empty. Smoke to right, but he's got it.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Tyrone Taylor stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Coming on is Pham to make the play, and that is that. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
That one fouled off. Swing and a chopper out to short. Jump throw, and they get the out. Here's Tommy Pham. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Tap foul at the plate. Top of the 3rd, no score. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Brian Reynolds here. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. The other way. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here in Queens, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Late swing fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Snags it on the run. And there's one down. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Puts it away for the out. Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. To the right side, Gonzalez fires over to first. Lindor retired. And we're back onto the fourth. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Got him swinging.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Struck out swinging his first time. McCutchen, more than 2,000 hits in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Ooh, Bayo. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Fourth inning underway, no score. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Go ahead run on base. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart. And that drops in for a strike. McCutchen leads off first with 1 away. Out to center. Taylor moving under it. Snags it for the second out. And here is Billy Cook. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's his 8th. Back here at Citi Field, ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Juan Soto. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes a nice running catch. And a quick out, number 1. So up next, Mark Vientos. Late with the swing there.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 down.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The Polar Bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the 4th fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers.
Next offering is fouled back. Next offering is down low. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one at triple digits.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
That's the 3rd. Hayes to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And he is the Mets go down 1-2-3. Still no score. Gonzalez batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Singy, that was a close play, and it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog, and tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame them for wanting to take another look.
Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for him. Now batting key Brian Hayes. Swings and misses. And that's strike 1.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That's a ball.
1 out, bases empty. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
2 down, nobody on. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Bucks go down quietly. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo. Skeens back to work. Hit in the air, left field. Reynolds makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here's Jesse Winker. 0 for 1 so far. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Jose Siri. 1 out, the base is empty for him. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1.
Fought off foul. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And caught on the warning track.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. On the ground, out to short. Throws to first. Marte retired. And that ends the inning. In the air, center field. Marte moves under it. Makes the grab. 1 down. Ryan Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. Pulls that one foul. Outside corner for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Cruz in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here's McCutchen, 1 for 2. And that is in for a strike. Going 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Cruz off of first with 2 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So another good inning. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. And that's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 1st inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Laser could be extra bases. Alvarez through second. Runner around third. Now a relay to the plate. He'll score and the Mets take the lead. 1-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Liner, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Juan Soto now. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
The 0-2. Base knock right field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Manager out of the Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Carmen Mlodzinski.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now here is Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Runners at first and second, and still nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 3.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
First and second, no outs. Alonso now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Smoked to the left, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
That one is absolutely belted. It's gone! Grand slam! That one felt good, and they add to the lead. It's 7-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special.
And now it's Jose Siri. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. A swing and a soft liner. That gets down for a hit. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
So, man aboard. Starling Marte up to hit. That one hammered left field. That's back. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags it. Second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. That's a base hit, run scores.
He was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Alvarez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fouled off to the right. Into center and a base hit. And out to aboard.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Francisco Lindor. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Juan Soto, the next to hit. And that one missing low. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. And there's a fly ball deep right field. See you later. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now. 2 down, bases empty. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Nicholas.
2 down, nobody on. He caught it behind his back. And that's a nice play to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We're through 6 full. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Queens, and now Joey Bart. He was late there, strike 1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now the first baseman, Billy Cook, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Strike 1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
To third, and it goes just foul. That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. And it remains 2-2. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. Right through there for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball.
The Pirates with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Up and in, and that's ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And misses inside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. He brought it back.
With a guy like this with so much pop at the plate, you're going to play a little bit deeper and make sure you can time it up in case there's an opportunity to steal a home run. Well, he did just that. Perfect footwork at the fence and reaches up and makes the grab.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered here in this one. Fly ball to right. Pham puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down. And now the Mets DH, Jose Siri. Foul ball. Nicholas, 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Now a fly ball to right center. Cruz settles under it and makes the catch. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Daniel Nunez. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. He's got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Pham in the box now. No balls and a strike. In there at the knees. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Headed towards the corner. Soto really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's going to be Starling Marte. Nicholas back to work. In the air to left center. Cruz sizes this one up. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And first offering is fouled off. That's ripped. Base hit.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And now Jeff McNeil. Line drive. Lays out and makes the play.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Rudder puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out. So 2 down, and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 14-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. throws a pretty hard slider, but when it doesn't break, it's just like a good fastball to hit. And right there, eyes got big, hit that ball really hard, and now he's getting high fives in the dugout.
Manager out of the dugout. So 2 away with nobody on. Mark Vientos digs in now. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not in time. He's got a double.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Man at second here with 2 away. Here's Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Ground ball scooped up. Key Brian Hayes. Hayes to first. And that takes care of Alonso. They limit the damage here. Mets get 3 on this homer. Last chance coming up for the Pirates. Back here in Queens, new inning getting started. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. And a first offering, a fastball for a strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Nimmo ranging after it. Makes the grab, 1 down. Here's O'Neal Cruz. There's a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2 is the count.
Stays alive. The Pirates with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the 9th. Sets him down looking. Now only 1 out remaining. Andrew McCutchen, the next Pirate to hit. Inside, just missed. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter
swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
14-zip at the end of this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Gonna take my life away. They just wanna live my lifestyle. I ain't seeing 'cause the money